The cross stitch tool inside the Floriani software is very simple to use. I like to think of it as kind of like a fill pattern with a different pattern for the inside or the fill. And when you have this little cross stitch tool right up here, you can go ahead and you can select it and you can start left mouse clicking and going around your objects. I like to hold down shift as I left click whenever I'm working with straight lines, as that will allow me to get a perfectly straight line. So you can get it kind of close. You can see here that I'm not straight, but it puts it in there straight. So let's go ahead and finish this guy out. Right mouse click. I'm in advanced mode, so now I can come in and I can select my start point, my end point. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and edit it. I actually want to get this endpoint in a different location here just to show you here. Okay, so what I have now is I have this cross stitch that I just created, and I did it based on just plotting it utilizing the cross stitch tool. I'm going to go ahead and Control Z. Basically, I'm just wanting to undo it. I'm going to go up to my tools and in general options. I'm going to switch back my digitizing mode to standard here and hit OK, just to get back into where it automatically puts start and end points in for me. Because I have artwork, vector artwork in open on this screen, you have the ability that whenever you have artwork in here, vector artwork being EPS, Adobe Illustrator, AI files, or WMF files, you have the ability to select them, right mouse click, and convert to. You can see that I can convert this right over into a complex fill, which it just did, or you can come in and convert it over to a cross stitch. And you can see that it automatically created it into a cross stitch, which is a great feature, really easy to use. Basically, think of a cross stitch tool as a fill stitch tool. Create your structures just as you would in there, and let's go ahead and let's take a little look at what type of editing capabilities that you have with cross stitch. You'll see that you have the ability to change the size of your cross stitch. If I go up to 3.0 and hit apply, you'll notice that the gap gets a little bit larger. I can come in and I can do 2.2 if I wanted to, and there you see that it changes the actual grid size. 2 is the default. Go ahead and go back to that. You have an overlap option too, which if I come in here and I do, like, let's say a 0.3 and hit apply, what you'll notice is if I hit this shape tool, you'll notice that it extends out on the sides. That just allows you to overlap it a little bit if you would like to. You have the ability to repeat it once or twice. Generally, that's just going to be the number of times that it's going to repeat the pattern. So you can see here we're creating that, and you can see there that we have the cross stitch pattern. And then you have your commands tool, which allows you to do start commands, end commands, the tie-in, which I generally do a tie-in, and I generally do a tie-off, and I'll hit apply. You even do have the ability to apply a fabric here if you wanted to. That's just kind of a choice that you do have. Let's see here, let's go ahead and apply none, and then you have your transform options. And those are basically the what you have available to you as far as editing goes. You can see it's pretty simple, it's pretty easy to use, it's very straightforward on editing it, and go ahead and just play around with your cross stitch tool, and you can utilize it also in the auto digitizing. So if you wanted to auto digitize a design into cross stitch, you can use the auto digitizing wizard to bring up a design and turn it into a cross stitch pattern. So those are different ways you can utilize cross stitch pattern. Please play around with it, and I'm sure you'll find that you'll be able to create the patterns that you want.